Hello everybody, welcome. Let's get on to the Hollywood Bets Kenilworth Meet. We're doing this on Saturday. We trust that all has been well and that you had a good week with us here on Weighted to Win. We sort of thought we found a couple along the way that helped, and it's always good to use it like this weekend as an example. Twitter at Weighted to Win. Thanks for joining. We've noticed quite a few, so thank you. Welcome. It's lovely to have you with us, and on our WhatsApp group as well. You're welcome anytime, and we hope we can help. Right, let's get into the action. The first is up, as you'll know, there's lots of unknown, and Darren's in the Cape. Let me ask you, it's Friday, Darren, and weather-wise looking all good at this time of the year. It's the most beautiful place to be.
Yes, definitely. The weather's perfect in Cape Town. The sun's out, not much wind. This is Friday. Race 1. Now, the improving horse in the race could be Doc and Doris. I saw a bit of market support on debut and wasn't disgraced behind Miss Hannigan. But, you know, there's a lot of first-timers, a lot of horses that only had 1 or 2 starts. So let's just hope that Darryl's bipod can survive.
Okay. Well, that you have worked out your bipod, so... the Charleston, by the way, is 3-1 favourite here, and second choice is number 13, Easy Money, on the Friday at 11-2. I don't know, it's not indicating to me at this point in time if there's any market support for first-timers here yet.
To be honest, I haven't taken note of the markets.
Okay.
The Charleston, she did show some improvements in her second start because she closed the gap on Miss Hannigan, but she was 3 kgs better off. So... the form line is a bit suspect, Clyde. I know Winter Cloud has franked that form and won quite convincingly in her next start, but I think the first, second and third have all run unplaced.
Okay.
So I'm not going into this first leg confident enough in bankering her. I backed her up with number 1 over here, Blue Holly. I watched her on debut. She came out slowly. She shifted towards the inside. I think she's got a lot of scope for improvement, but on a line through Winter Cloud, she is held by number 2. And then with regards to the first timers, number 7 has been included. That's Flying V, Vercingetorix filly.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Flying Woodley, Woodley.
Yes.
But there is a comment in the computer form. Nice type, will run well. And she's related to Intrepid, who has won all 3 races up the straight over 1,000 meters.
Okay.
So there is some speed on the dam side.
All right, so we'll certainly put that into the play. Well, let's put the bipods up if we can and get straight to the action for this race. Here we go. And 1, 2, and 7 in the first leg, and then we're going to banker the 7 in the second leg of the bipod. So the intention there is banker Sharapova. Banker the 6 after that. That's Master Josh, if you don't have a book in front of you, or whatever sort of forward information you use. Then we're bankering the 1 in the following leg. Is that right, Daryl Sarki?
That's 100% correct.
Very good. By 3, 4, 5. By 3, 4, 6, and 7. Second race, so we go on to that now and have a look at what the story is. We'll chat to starting with Darren first. I want to ask him about what he likes in this event. The second has got Sharapova top of the boards. We know that Darryl's banker. This looks hard to beat. It's 13-20 Friday, Darren, and I would imagine very hard to oppose.
Very hard to oppose in this lineup. Last time out, I mean, how she still ran second after what she went through in the race. I mean, she didn't take the bend. Her first time at Kenilworth around the bend, she took a hold of the bit, raced wide, and still stayed on for second. So if everything goes according to plan, she drops her head, takes the bend this time around, she should take a power of beating. And your exacta play will be Illa de Mauritia. She didn't stay last time out, and she will chase Sharapova home for second.
Okay, well, thank you for that. I don't think Reeves' choice is a slouch by any, stretch of the imagination. I think it's quite good. And I see that Elendi's come from there and won as well.
That's correct. Clyde, Sharapova was meant to race in that race which Elendi won. She got taken out at the start. She injured her right hand. But she's back over here and looks like she's ready to exit the maiden ranks. In her debut effort, it was in open company. Behind her was a horse called Billy Spellbound. That's come out and won and run 2 placings, and he was desperately unlucky in his latest start in Cape Town. And also in that race was the winner, obviously, Sylvan Theatre. He ran second in his handicap debut. So if all goes well in running, I think she'll go very close to winning.
Yeah. Mark de Kock hasn't had many in the Cape, eh? I mean...
not too many. I think he's handpicked a few that...
Has he had a winner?
Now you're putting me on the spot.
I don't think he has.
Are you serious?
Darren Burrows, has Mark de Kock had a winner in Cape Town yet?
I can't answer that.
Can't answer, none of us can, but it's unlike. But I suppose they don't have as many as they would normally. Shake the reins, Michael. Let's get this one home. Right, what we're doing here in the second race, we'll take a look at the story. The second is a place accumulator for the boys, and this is what we want to do. We're going bank of the 7 in race 2, Sharapova. By bank of the 6, you have Master Josh. By bank of the 1, Sarki. Then this is still Darrell's PA. By 3, 4, 5. By 3, 4, 6, 7. By 10 and 11. By 1, 3, 4 at the back. It's a 72 Rand place accumulator. We're staying in the maiden company. It's run over the mile here, and the market on Friday's got Master Josh for Brett Crawford at top of the boards. But then, well, the market's indicating more open than one may make it. It's Master Josh 3-1 at the moment, 5-1 about number 13 on the card from Vaughan Marshall's stable, Contiguous, and 12 Intimidator is trading at around 6 or 7-1. Darren, let me come to you. I thought Master Josh the right one, and is there value at 3-1, or how are you seeing the first leg of the Pick 6?
Claude, I'm playing the safe route here because if you go on collateral form, Master Josh beat home Shoefeller a length and a half, and he was a length and a half in front of Contiguous as well. So there's only a length and a half between numbers 5, 6, and 13 on form. Then you got Mohandas, who didn't stay last time out. His penultimate start was a good third behind a smart horse called Rockpool. The Adam Marcus runner, Augusta Blue, will appreciate the extra. He runs on very late over 14. You got to include horses like Shotgun Willie, Quantifier, and Intimidator. So I've played 8 runners in the Pick 6.
All right, so you're finding it as open as one possibly can, your side?
But I watched the replay of Master Josh. He was desperately unlucky last time out. There was a horse ahead of him on the rail called Cafe Culture. Mm-hmm. He hit the running rail, or something happened just near the crossover, and he fell back onto Master Josh. Master Josh then attempted to go around him, and the jockey on Cafe Culture pushed up again. He asked him to get back into stride, and that made Master Josh even fall further behind in the field, and he turned into the straight with a lot of work to do. I thought that was an amazing run, and I'm very happy to banker him in the PA and the bar pots. I think the fact that Louis Mkotwa has chosen him over Mohandas suggests that he's the stable elect. But Mohandas happens to be my second pick. He's been rested and gelded. That form line has certainly held up with Ready or Not, Impetuous and Soft Touch winning from there. And I also like the fact that he's coming back to the 1600. So for me, banker 6, 3, the exacta and swinger play.
In your own Pick 6, would you banker it if you had to do one yourself?
I'd take 2 Pick 6s. I'd banker him in one, and then I'd only back him up with the stable companion in the wide or perm.
The incident, I think that was Bernard Faderb on Cafe Culture that dropped, for Lucinda. All right, well, let's put Darren's Pick 6 up. You know where Darrell stands in his bipods and PAs. We've all those already. So, you know, that bullet's left the gun, so to speak, inverted commas. In terms of Darren, well, he's going 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13. By 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. By 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, and 10 in the third leg of the Pick 6. Then he's going to be bankering in the 6th race. He's bankering this horse, number 4, Lion's Head. That's his play by 10 and 11. And the last leg, 1, 4, 5, 8, and 13. Right, interesting to find out about Sarki. I say that because Darrell bankered that in a few of his play and likes that a lot. And currently on a Friday trading at around 6-1. I'll start with Daryl Murray first, and then I'll go to Darren Burrows. So they are betting 5-1 the field anyway. But tell me what's going on here.
Yeah, Claude, any reason why you didn't select this replay for the viewers? I asked you to.
I should have. Tell me why. What's wrong?
I thought you won with a ton in hand. You know, Grant Funniker came into the straight. He waited even longer. He only pushed the button inside that final 150, and I thought she is ahead of the handicapper. I know she's making her handicap debut, and she's got 59.5 to shoulder. But from a one draw, I'm expecting her to be a length or two closer to the pace. From what I saw, Clyde, she's got ability. Look at her penultimate start, her second effort. She ran behind Green Chili. Now, Green Chili bolted up last time out. in Cape Town in a handicap. So I actually think she's better than that effort when she ran fourth, because the stable was very quiet at that stage. Now they are having winners. I think this filly has got plenty more to come. So she is at 6-1. It is a wide open event. It was a case of, do I bank her or go the field? And I've opted to bank her.
Interesting. All right, well, that's enough said. Enough said. I think got me on side there. Darren, what do you make of the race?
I thought a tough race. You know, this filly Alpha Betty from KZN, Peter Muscat's doing well down here. And this filly bolted up last time out. Her first run, she lost ground. I think she's got a lot of ability. Horses like Lady Silvana, now, she didn't stay in her last two starts. I think she's a miler. I think we'll see the best of her back in trip. Royal Invitation, good post maiden run behind Desert Rose. Catalea's not out of it. And then I included Sarki and Call It Fate. So I went 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9.
All right, so from your side, you're finding it open. Darryl's on to Sarki already. Let's take a look at what we would like to recommend from a weighted to win perspective as to which way. It's a jackpot, first leg of opportunity jackpot time. And Darren's worked out his own, and he's going 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9 by 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10. Bankering the 4 and 10 and 11 at the back. Quite an affordable jackpot. Let's hope the banker gets home. 84 bucks. Let's move on to race number 5. Another jackpot opportunity for you guys. If you'd like to get another one on, this is jackpot 2 now. And 4-1 the field in race 5. So on social media, at Weighted to Win is our Twitter handle. And then there's our WhatsApp number for you as well to send your name and your email address to, so we can add you to the group. 4-1 the field here. Adam Marcus has got the favourite, and JP van der Merwe is riding it. He's got Bereave in here, Darren, and just let's chat about that. Just how open and what's the inside, if you have any, on Bereave?
Not as yet. I haven't spoken to Adam about Bereave yet, but he really is coming on the right way. That third behind Give Me a Prince last time out in the Merchants, that was a cracking effort. I saw the value with Street Outlaw. Now, this horse absolutely took off behind Weed Jamming in his penultimate start. That was his first run for Ricky Maingard, and he flew up for second. He only received 2 kilos. In the Guineas last time out, he doesn't stay a mile. He's an out-and-out sprinter. So at 10, 12-1, Street Outlaw with 52 kilos has to go in. Bereave's got to go in. Safe Return and Captain Bombshell.
All right. Challenging race, Darryl?
Yeah, snap. I found the value in number 5.
Also.
Street Outlaw. Just go back to his run in the, was it the sophomore? Behind We're Jamming. If he puts in a similar effort to that, Clyde, I think he's certainly the value in the race. Excuse me. He holds Captain Bombshell on that run, and Captain Bombshell franked that form. And last time out, he had all the excuses under the sun. So he's much better than that, and I expect him to reverse the form with Countdown. So for me, in order, 5, 3, 4. Now, Sundays will appreciate the extra furlong, and he's only got 52 to shoulder. Of the older horses, I think he's the one to be with. But I think the 3-year-olds will come up trumps over here.
Okay, we'll have a look. Street Outlaw, interesting. Any price, as you heard, comes straight out of the Cape Guineas with Ricky Maingard, who then went on to win the Lormeron King's Plate, Ricky Maingard, of course. And Street Outlaw, this was priced up, what did we say it was on Friday? Around 8-1. So there's a bit of value from both of our guys. Let's have a look at what we should do then. It's a jackpot. For those of you who want to get another jackpot done, Darryl's worked one out for you. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this leg, by 3, 4, 6, 7 in the second leg. Then he's gone 10 and 11 the leg after that, and 1, 3, 4 at the back. So that does work out to 120 Rand. This is a handicap at the 90 level. We're going 1,400 metres. Lion's Head is drawn gate 4 because it's number 4, as you well know, and it's currently priced up at 72. Darren, I know you've banked this in the pick 6, hoping this will win for you. Tell us why.
Clyde, it is hard to tell what his best trip is. He won his maiden over 1,400 by 3 lengths going away. He did win a 1,900 since then, but he has been disappointing. And when I looked at his last run over 1,400, he absolutely flew for second behind Hyde Park in a 96 handicap. Last time out, unlucky loser. He left his run a stride too late behind a very smart horse in Grinkov. And I just believe that Keegan's going to get the best out of him. With the long running at Kenilworth, I'm hoping that he gets up in time. He's by no means a good thing, but it was an expensive pick 6 and I needed to banker somewhere.
Fair enough. It's logic is good enough for me, and he wasn't lucky. It was a short dead away from Grenkov. What's good from there is that Future Swing's already come out of there in frank form, and that's the only runner, I think, from that line. So that's solid.
Yes, Claude, I think Darren touched on that he has been very disappointing. I've expected more from him. And go back to when last he's been in the winner's enclosure. 612 days.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not overly bullish either. I respect him, and he's gone into all my perms. But I think there's others that we have to consider over here. The likes of Pineapple Express, Silver Falcon, not much separating the two of them on paper. And then Champompo Champisi. He's having his peak run in the Western Cape. The comment is upbeat, Clyde. Expected to be involved in the finish. Last time out, he gave 6.5 kilograms to that winner. So I think it's better than what it appears on paper. So I've got a few in this leg.
Nice horse, that Champompo Champisi.
Yeah, he always has
a lovely
been,
horse, that. So, okay, he ran to Van Hunks. He's he's certainly not out of it. Lions Head, the one to beat the rating. What's his rating now, Lions Head, Daryl?
He's an 88.
What? He's an 88?
Yeah.
Can't be an 88. He was an 86 when he ran second to, and they put him back to the 88.
Yeah.
You see, there's the challenge in the whole system. I suppose, you know, the objective of the handicapper is to keep them competitive. You understand? But if you say he hasn't won for 600 days, you know, you're in a... Where are you as an owner in a case like that? You know, from a handicapping perspective, you're doing your job. From an owner, you want your horse to win. So there's it's a heck of a debate. We need to sum up.
Luckily for these owners over here, they're not short of a few pounds.
No, I'm not worried about that. Talking about the principle of the principle of handicapping ultimately is to keep a horse earning money as competitive as possible.
But like Adam, as he said, and just not let them be dominant.
Not let them. Oh, there you are. All right. Well, we need this horse to win. I thought they dropped the rating again. There's a certainty, but it's gone back up. But okay, maybe it's good enough. Let's see. This is what we're doing in our graphic. Darren Burrows, as you heard him say, you know, this horse has is maybe a little disappointing and not one can't really rely on, but we're hoping that Saturday is the day. Right, let's get on to the action. Welcome back, guys. Let's talk about what we need to get through this particular event. And here we're having a look at race number 7 on the card. And in this particular event, it's the Politician, obviously, and 14-1 about Blackberry Malt. I thought there was a bit of value about that. But there are a couple in here, Darren, that are quite decent at the end of the day. At My Command, priced up even money. Rockpool, I see they've got that now into 7-2. And it's certainly, there's no shortage of talent here.
Yes, for sure, Clyde. You know, you got a horse like Rockpool. Now, he actually opened at 7-1. I couldn't believe the price. He's now 7-2. First time out the maidens, he turned into the straight last, and he made up the ground within a couple of strides, hit the front, and swooped on by. It was an armchair ride. This horse has a very unique action. It's similar to Do It Again's, but it's different. I haven't seen an action like this before, and I think he's heading to the tops. And I really believe At My Command, giving him 6 kilos is not going to be easy, even though At My Command has proven himself in Grade 1 company. So I've only gone the 10 and 11, narrowly leaning towards the 10.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember that victory. He did win quite impressively. He has got that big, long, giant, striding type of horse, eager to run. And he's clearly impressive. He gave Blackberry Malt a hiding on that occasion.
What
do you think?
Open the book, look at the betting, and you'd say, wow, they're offering evens about At My Command. Let's get on. But I don't think that's the case, because Rockpool's in this event, Clyde, and he's ahead of the handicapper. So although he's out 7 kilograms at the moment, he's been aimed at the Derby, if I'm not mistaken. So that's how highly regarded he is. And you just have to be impressed with the manner in which he turned it on in his later start. Let's touch on the current favourite, At My Command. I mean, Clyde, the Cape Guineas, the Cape Punters Cup, Grade 1, Grade 2. Then prior to that, he was drawn 10 out of 10 in the Cape Classic, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He pushed forward on that occasion. I see him adopting similar tactics this time around. I don't think he wants to be caught at the back end of the field, being the best horse in the race. I think Keegan DeMille is going to put him into a great position, and Rockpool is going to have to go fetch him. So I think Rockpool's got his work cut out to go, and overall at my command. So for me, 11 from 10, but healthy respect for Rockpool.
Okay. Well, At My Command does, of course, represent Cousin Casey, who's in the World Sports Betting Met, and it's interesting to see how that all goes with regards to Cousin Casey through the At My Command performance. All right. What does that mean? It means that this is the penultimate, and the boys are saying, you know what, the safest route is to use 10 and 11 and to box them. And from my perspective, if you don't mind, I'd like to see Black Mary Malt run a drum. Straight on to the 8th and final. Now let's talk about this, the 8th race on the card, and I'll chat to Darren Burrows quickly, get an update from it. It's a classified stake, so it comes with conditions, and Darren being one of the, the form studiers, he'll figure it out, turning them the black and the white inside out. What have you found here, Darren?
Clyde, I played the safe route in the pick 6, but my first choice narrowly is Mucho Dinero. Now, he returned after a bit of a break last time out, first run out the maidens, and he ran down a horse like Cosmic Event, who he meets again today. So I think 4 and 5 both have to go in. A horse like Coronation Time, Enian's horse, he's really come well of late. He's got a big action. He's won his last 2 starts. He also beat Cosmic Event last time out half a length. So there shouldn't be much between numbers 4, 5, and 8. I would include Ready or Not. He won a cracking maiden last time out with the blinkers fitted from a 14 draw. And Professor Snape, I'm looking for improvement.
Okay. I see JP van der Merwe stays on the ride with the Coronation Time for Greg Enian. What do you like, Daryl?
Yes, Claude. Firstly, number 4, Mucho Dinero. You'll recall we fancied him last time out because he caught the eye when he won his maiden. He encountered traffic problems on that occasion, still managed to pick himself up and get up in the dying stride. So he is certainly one for the shortlist. With regards to Cosmic Event, with Ready or Not, he's got absolutely no chance. Ready or Not's 8 kilograms bit off for 3/4 of a length beating.
Yeah.
So I haven't included him.
Okay.
And then touching on Ready or Not, he won extremely well with the blinkers last time out. He had the widest of draws to contend with. Today, he's got a Storgate number 1. We haven't seen the best of him yet, and I like his chances. But Clyde, if you watch his latest replay, you'll notice number 3, Elegant Noble, was 4 wide. He was in trouble turning for home. I thought he was going out the back door.
Right.
I'm shocked he managed to stay on for 3rd. So with a 2 kg swing in his favour from a neat draw, I will not be surprised to see him reverse the form with number 1, and I'm saying he will finish in the money.
Can I just ask you about this horse, Professor Snape?
Yeah, Clyde.
This horse,
I know the connections rate him. He just is held on form, but he's still got a lot more to offer.
Can we argue that he maybe needed that last run?
13 out of 13, he's got his work cut out to reverse that form.
That draw, okay. I don't know. I watched this horse win at
Clyde, get on Elegant Noble a place. That's all I'm saying.
Is Elegant Noble a place? What price is that? Elegant Noble a place. Let me find it for you. Double your money. At this stage?
Not double your money.
Isn't it? Oh, no, you treble your money. Oh, that's right. Absolutely. Elegant Noble number 3. If this was 13 Professor Snape, watch out.
Your home.
Pardon?
What price are they?
What a place.
No, the 2 of them.
Professor Snape's 5-2 a drum. You can get 2-1 Elegant Noble a place.
Let's race on.
I'm disappointed at 5-2 a place, Professor Snape, to be honest. But you know what? I watched this horse win. It's impressive. Okay. You boys are the tipsters. Elegant Noble from Daryl Marie says, that's what we do. We go that a drum.